Alright, what's up? Once again, it's your boy Abstract. Doing another video on the Numark NDX 400. Now in this video I'm going to go over the buttons right around the jog wheel, which will be the tap button, the brake button, the reverse button, and the scratch button. I know they're all pretty self-explanatory, but I'm going to go over them real quick and how you can use them and how you can adjust like the brake and stuff like that. Alright, let's get into this. Alright, now this is the area I'm going to go around. Tap, brake, reverse, and scratch. Now I got a track going right now. You can hear it barely. Now you'll see right here, tells you your auto BPM. So right here on the LCD screen tells you 94 auto BPM. Let's say I wasn't sure, like I don't know, I'm not sure if that's what it is. See, it's going on its own 128 now that the beat kicked in. So if you're ever not sure, all you gotta do is start just tapping along with the beat. And it'll change it. If you're off beat, watch. It changes it big time. So if you're hitting the tap button wrong, see, I'm just tapping it really fast. Now what you could do, let's say you screwed it up and like, oh man, I messed up. All you gotta do is hold the tap button down and it'll kind of go back to auto BPM and pick it up on its own. Alright, now let's work on the brake feature. Brake is exactly what it says. It does exactly what it says. Now the brake feature, it's more like you want to do like the old school turntable, just where it just kind of dies down on its own. Now the thing about the brake feature is you have to adjust it yourself. See, like let me see if I can see it up here on the screen. Once you hit brake, it tells you 0.0. So right now the brake's not even set. If you want to set the brake, what you have to do is, let me see, make sure I don't drop this camera. You have to push the brake, and with the jog wheel, you see how I'm adjusting it. You move it to the right. It goes all the way to 6. So you're gonna press down the brake button when it's lit. See, now it wasn't up. So you're gonna hold it down and then adjust it how you want. But now that it's on, I'm gonna show you how to. All you do is hit the pause button. And when you hit the pause button, it'll die down. Watch. So it just dies down like that. Now, I like that. It's kind of cool. I guess on some songs you might want to do that. But you have to remember, with this function on this CDJ, once you set the brake function to a delay like that, it's going to also start up like that. There is no separate startup, so it's going to start up just as slow as it goes down. Watch. So that's something that you're gonna have to be, careful about if you want to use that brake feature. Use that brake feature, but remember, it's gonna start up the way you slow it down. Now, let me see how I show you guys how to adjust it. So you turn it off, and then once you put it on, once you're gonna press it again and it turns red, just hold it down, and with the brake, go to your left, and it goes back down to 0, or all the way to your right, and it goes back up to 6. So I'm gonna just keep it at 0 because it'll stop that quick. Watch. Stops right away. Starts right away. Okay. Now the next button here is reverse. It does exactly what it says. You can hear it right now. You see the time going back. Now this is not one of those bleep functions where, let's say you have a bad word in the song and you hit reverse and it just does that one little section, but it keeps going with the music. No, this one, you're going. When it says reverse, it's going back, 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 back. So I don't know. I really probably would never use that function on this one, just because it just takes me back to where where I was at. So me personally, I wouldn't use it. But if you had, if you need to use it, you have that reverse function. But it does exactly what it says. It does reverse. It goes back to wherever you were at, how far back you want to go. A function I do use is this one, the scratch button. The scratch button is, like I said, vinyl mode. Because now I can mess with the, watch and put it louder. If you notice, my hand's on top, it's a touch sensitive jog wheel. What's on top, it's in like the scratch mode. You can go back and forth, scratch if you want to. And obviously these are not like, for these CDJs are not meant for like turntablists and scratching. But if you're like me, I like to cue my songs up, with my own hand. Every now and then, you hit a button, but it's a habit, I guess, of mine. So I like that option. Now, when it's in scratch mode, I can use the silver part of the jog wheel to, let's like pitch bend. Watch, you can hear it go faster. Watch. I hit the top there on accident at the end. But that's what those buttons do. Tap, you can manually tap your BPM, or you can just hold it down and get the auto BPM. Brake, you can adjust your brake by holding it down and moving the jog wheel to the right or left to increase or decrease. Reverse does exactly what it says, just makes the song go backwards. And scratch, if you like vinyl mode, you want to scratch, you want to get down, want to practice, there you go, you have your options. So those are those features on the NDX, the Numark NDX 400. That's it for now. I'm out. Peace.